Good day, folks. Today we are going to be doing some maintenance on this Redi driver for driving in T-post. This is the neighbors, and it's been sitting for a couple of years. So today I bought all the parts off of good old Amazon. We're going to be doing a carb kit, what they consider a carb kit for these things. New plug, new bubble for the gas. As you can see, this one here is pretty well kind of funky, and that's actually split. Good thing I bought those. So that's gone, so we need a new one of that. Hopefully these hoses are okay. But we're gonna get in here and rebuild the carb on it, get some gas in it, and see if we can get it running good before we go to the next step, which, judging by the oil on here, I'm gonna say is gonna have to be taken all apart and reseal and check out the piston and all that fun stuff in the driver part. But first things first, let's get the motor running, and maybe we can add some oil to that and see if it'll even drive in my timeless fence post. I did notice that this is stuck, so we're going to give it some maintenance, and we're going to see what we can do here. Alright, everybody, I decided to drive a T-post in the ground so it would hold it, and it did a fairly good job, I thought. I do have the carb off here, and we're going to try to redo some seals, and like I said, that bowl, because it's junk. I almost wish I would have bought another fuel line. This one's pretty hard, but it is what it is. So we'll rip this apart here on the bench that I set up in the driveway because it wasn't too windy and it's light out here where it's dark in the shed. So that's how it works. We are going to cut that open so we're kind of on a clean surface. Move some tools around here, and then we're going to rip this down and see what we got. Looks like I got to go back into the shop and get a screwdriver, looks like. Alrighty, folks, went through, I don't want to say rebuild because we just changed out the gaskets, but we did. Changed out the gaskets, changed out the needle and seat. All these fine little itty bitty parts we don't want getting lost. Changed out the bubble. We'll see. Lots of little things. So we'll get that back together and see if we got. Alrighty, folks. Well, I noticed as I was talking there that I had forgot there's an extra piece here on the bench, and this is the fuel pump. The whole purpose of why I bought the carb kit, and I tried to leave it out. Good times, but we're all together now on that. The throttle cable was sticking, so really stuck, so I used some chain and cable lube. I didn't know if I'd have to buy a new one or not, but it looks like good to go. So I just got to put the carb back on, get the plastics back on, fill it up with gas, and see if we got running capabilities. Alrighty, folks, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. I got the carb on, got this one cover on. Next we are gonna do the spark plug, and then we'll get some gas in it, and we'll go from there. So, yeah. Well, folks, this little crack right here, got no good. We'll have to probably put some black silicone on it and get it going there. So, but yeah, that's going to be an issue. later. Let's see if we get it running right. Alrighty folks, well, we got it running. I do got to put the black silicone up here on the tapper cover yet, but it's running. Just getting out the idling situation. She ain't ran in a couple years, so all in all, sounds pretty good. And like I said earlier in the video, the next step will be probably breaking this all open and rebuilding that, I imagine. Probably put some oil in it to begin with and see if I can concept post. I do see we're missing one of the locking bolts. So, but we're running. Y'all have a good one.